This is our second time going live here. Um, Hopefully I got the settings right this time. Is it going? Yes, it is. Yeah, okay. Perfect. My name is Logan. Today we are doing something different than Call of Duty and any other game. This is called D&Z, D&D, whatever you want to call it. Oh,
Lost Jacob.
we lost one person. Awesome. Anyways, it's D&Z, D&D, whatever you want to call it. But it's a modern day zombie apocalypse. Today I have a couple of my brothers and a friend of mine. I will have them introduce themselves right now. Go ahead, Sneak.
So, formerly known as Sneak. Seen me on his stream maybe a couple times. Play with Logan. I met him through Jacob. Uh, that's a little bit about me. Kind of don't like my personal stuff out there very much.
No,
So,
you don't need to do any personal stuff. Just go ahead and introduce your character now.
all right. Hi, I'm Skyler. I'm a pilot slash mechanic. I love flying my planes and going hunting and fishing. Currently, I'm traveling across the U.S. in my little overwing Cessna. It's a lot of fun. And that's kind of just what I've been doing. No family and no wife, kids, or anything like that. Just kind of a free spirit in and out.
Perfect. All right, Colton, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Colton. I'm actually Logan's twin brother. Yeah, that's me.
Go ahead and introduce your character.
I'm Staff Sergeant Johnson, Chris Johnson. Um, I've been in the military since high school. I am in the infantry. I was raised in a pretty wealthy family. Moved. My father's a career military man, and I have a wife and child.
Perfect. Jacob, go ahead.
What's up, guys? I'm Jacob. You've probably seen me around Logan's chat when he's doing his streams and stuff. I'm Logan's younger brother, but
Go ahead and
yeah.
introduce your character.
My name is Victor. I'm former KGB agent until I got caught doing some stuff I really shouldn't have been doing. I've spent the last 5 years in prison. Doesn't look like I'm getting out anytime soon.
Okay. So that's our characters. I am the dungeon master. I will be creating the scenarios. I will be creating the story. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you do, make sure you hit that like button. And now, into some Parasite Z. Okay, guys. Where did that go? There it is. Okay. So, sorry, I should have been a little more prepared. All right. The year is 2031. Tension between Russia and the United States had been building for years after the last president left the country in shambles and constantly worsened ties with Russia. Current president of the United States, George Harrison, had been trying to calm Russia as well as the people of the US during what now is called the Second Cold War. 6 years has passed. It is now 2037. A bomb has dropped. It seems not enough was done. At approximately 6:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time, on May 1st, 2031, after the last president left. Wait, I read the wrong part. On May 1st, 2031, Russia strikes the heart of downtown New York. A parasitic bioweapon, designed to attack the bloodstream of the human body and move into the brain where the disease will begin to take control of the host. There was a flaw, but you guys don't get to know that yet. So the parasite makes the people zombies. They still have to eat. They still have to breathe. And yeah, we'll go from there. So there was a bomb. 3 years after the first bomb has dropped, another bomb was dropped on the West Coast in San Francisco, California. So now, as everybody knows, all of the US has been infected. But for some reason, Victor, Chris, and Skylar have not. And as far as I know, nobody else is alive. Except for Snake. He has one person with him. Or sorry, Skylar. I gotta get used to saying your guys' character name. So, Skylar, what have you been doing these past 6 years since the bombs have dropped? You're muted.
After the first bomb dropped, I fled west to the West Coast to get away from the bombs and the infection. And then, just as I was getting settled into my routines, news of another bomb dropped. So I fled back east, and I am currently landed at Boise, Idaho airport.
Okay. Chris, what have you been doing these past 6 years?
Well, I just my military after the bombs were dropped, the military kind of fell apart. A lot of people deserted and left. Me, my company was pretty much annihilated. I went and got my wife and child. We started moving west, and as soon as the second bomb stopped or fell, we was in Idaho. We ended up being in Boise, and some people actually captured me because they found out military, thinking I knew what was going on about this virus, the bombs, and everything. And they tortured me, my wife, and child, and they killed my wife and child in front of me. And so that's where I'm at.
Okay. Big T, I figured out what is going on.
Yep, that is a pretty big T.
Perfect. All right. Victor, what have you been doing these past 6 years?
When the bombs fell in the US, lots of people got out of prison because everyone freaking out. I was stuck in Guantanamo Bay in the holding cells underneath that nobody knows about. Well, some other prisoners came down and wanted to kill me because I'm Russian. Because apparently bomb fell in Russia, bombed the US. No big deal. Anyway, so they come down, try to kill me. I shank him, because obviously I have shank, I'm in prison. Sorry. I make bad comedian because I laugh at my own jokes. Alright. Anyways, so I get out of prison. I apologize. Anyways, so I get out of prison, and I start just, wandering around. I don't know US very well. I kind of got transferred there after I, broke out of Russian prison a couple times. And so I was stuck there. I kind of travel around a little bit. I end up in this state called Idaho, apparently. And I'm in Boise, drinking vodka, walking down the street like any good Russian. And I hear some commotion going on inside the building. I go in. What do I see? I see man tied up. I see woman. I see child dead. So naturally, I kill people and I save guy. Well, I didn't kill people, but I saved the guy. And so I get him out. Turns out his name is Chris, and he's right here. And now we hide at some blue football stadium with a big horse on it. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Thank you.
I apologize for my laughing fit.
All right. Skylar, we will start with you. These guys are not together, by the way. Who is this, what's the character's name that is with you?
Bristleback.
Okay. You're at the airport. What do you want to do?
So, gosh darn it, man. Why won't this flipping aircraft just do what I want it to? Hey, Bristleback, we need to go find some parts from somewhere to see if we can get this thing working again.
Oh, okay. Where do you want to go? Where do we get these kind of parts?
I mean, we can check another hangar on the airfield, but we should probably find something to help protect ourselves too.
Okay.
I'll go look over here if you want to go look in the hangar next door, and we'll meet back here in 20-30 minutes.
Do you think it's going to be safe if we separate?
Hangars are pretty big and open. If something happens, just scream.
Okay. Okay.
Fast we get this aircraft fixed, fast we get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
All right.
And as you see, he walks off towards the hangar. Big white hangar. There is a helicopter that is crashed right next to the hangar. It looks like a military helicopter. And then where you're going towards, there's a bunch of plane parts. There's the little go-kart type deal that hauls the bags. You know what I'm talking about? Train type deal. And then, but it looks standing upright. There's a bunch of luggage on the train cars. And then, yeah, inside the hangar that you're going to go towards, it is actually really dark, and the big door is closed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go towards the baggage part and see if I can't unhook the train and use the headlights and drive it over to the big hangar.
Okay. So you walk over there. Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna switch to my phone so you guys can see the roll.
He's muted.
You are muted if you're talking.
Okay, so that's that plus my perception.
Okay.
Which is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17.
17. Okay. As you walk up to it, you do notice there's no keys in the ignition, but you do see a dead body of what looks like used to be the driver underneath the train cars.
Hmm.
All you could see of him, though, is his arm. Barely sticking out.
It's daytime, right here? Right now?
It's getting close to dark.
I stay like 5 feet away from this thing, and then I like do one of these things and look underneath it and see what I can see.
Okay. It is actually quite dark under there because their luggage is on the other side. So it's blocking the light that is outside. So it's kind of hard to see, but you are able to see the body has no head. And so, but it does appear to be the driver of this train car. He's wearing a white long sleeve shirt. It looks like he has some gold pins on it. You can't really see. Black pants, black shoes. If you look really closely, his right arm, so his left arm is the one that's you could barely see. His right arm is completely missing, and so is his head. And then you do notice in his back pocket there's looks to be a wallet. And then you can't really tell because he's laying on his stomach, so you can't tell if there's anything in his front pockets.
I grab his arm carefully, and if I don't feel any resistance, I'm gonna pull.
No, you don't feel any resistance.
I try and pull him out from underneath the vehicle.
Okay, roll me a strength check. What's your strength modifier?
Oh, that's a 4. That's a big.
A big fat
That's
4.
a big fat
Okay.
4.
So you grab his arm. That's enough, kids. That's enough. You grab his arm and you pull as hard as you can, and then the arm comes out of socket and you pull his arm off his body.
I kind of give up and I look on the inside of the car for anything useful. If not, then yeah, that's what I do right now.
Okay. You do notice you did shift his body, by the way, a little bit, and you do see something in his left pants pockets in the front, but you can't really tell. It looks like it could be anything. Like it could be part of his skin, like just like ripped off or something and it's a bulge, or it could be something in his actual pocket.
Sneakily try and get what's in his pocket.
Yeah, you could try to get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide of hand my way into his pocket.
You don't need to roll sleight of hand. So you reach in there and you feel a piece of paper, but then you also feel what feels like keys.
I try and hook the keys and pull them out, and the paper, all in one. Just
Okay, yep, you got them. And
cool.
there's 4 keys on this key ring. One
Yep.
is
Adding that
small.
to my screen.
Let me draw it out for you. One is small. So it looks like something like this. Bad drawing. So there's the small key.
Okay.
And then you got another one. It looks like an old-fashioned like lockbox key, kind of. Like one of the old school key. Horrible drawing, sorry. But it has a spade on the end, it looks like. Bad drawing. But yeah, so there's that one. It's big. Like, it's unnaturally big. Like, you've seen probably 2 of these keys in your entire life. And then the other one, they look just like the other keys. They look like either house keys or regular car keys. And the
Okay.
piece of paper is a receipt that has a bunch of supplies on it, dated back in 2031.
Oh, this guy's probably been gonzos or longzos. I see if any of the keys turned on this thing.
Okay, you do notice that the small key fits into the key hole.
Turn it over.
Nothing happens.
Check the batteries.
Okay, so you go around and open the hood, and you notice that the battery cables are not hooked to any battery. There is no battery in it.
Oh. Okay, well, that was. I should have just checked that first. Fuck. Gosh darn it. Well, I go. I'm losing light, so I probably should go check out that hangar if I'm gonna go check it out. So,
Okay.
kind of walk that way.
You do have a flashlight, right? Still? I believe I give you
Oh,
a
yeah.
flashlight.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was spotlight. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, spotlight. You got a spotlight. I forgot. Okay. So behind this hangar, you do notice there's a big chain link fence as you're walking up, because there's the only man door is on the side of it. So there's the big doors in the front, and then you go around to the left side, there's a man door. And then up past that is the chain link fence, and then you can see the actual airport terminal and stuff. So you see the big tower, and you see where the people enter, and like the airport. You see the airport. And so you walk up to the door, and it is cracked open just a little bit. And it is completely dark in there.
I take my spotlight, I turn it on, hold it at the door, right? And I pull up my pocket knife. I'm like doing this little maneuver, like, right? And I just kind of push the door open with my foot.
Okay. As soon as you do that, you hear a scream from behind you. Just
I turn around, look, and
death
scream.
It was a male scream, but you can't see anything.
Did it sound familiar?
It sounded like the guy that is with you.
I run and go to where I told him to go.
Okay. So you run over there, and you go to the hangar he's in. His door is actually wide open. And his door is wide open, so there is light inside. And you see him standing on top of a big box, and there's what looks like a zombie, like crawling, has no legs, crawling right towards him.
Is this my first encounter with, like, just a little bit, first encounter with the zombie, or is this, like, kind of well known at this point?
I mean, you've seen a couple of them because you try to stay secluded away from the big cities and stuff, but you needed fuel and parts and stuff for your airplane, and that's why you landed here.
Okay. I look at the guy, and try and tell him like to calm, like without saying it in words. I'm trying to tell him like, hey, calm down, like be quiet, and then I like crouch walk up behind this thing as close as I can get.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
The sneak is gonna sneak.
And then roll me an attack roll also.
All right, still. That's a 19.
Okay. And now
And
roll
then
me an attack roll with advantage.
ooh, well, that's with advantage. So with the dagger, that is still a 17.
17. Okay, you hit him. Roll
Yep.
damage.
Yay! Any dice? That's a 7 there, bud.
7 damage. Okay. Well, you killed it. You stabbed it right in the back of the head, and yeah, it stopped moving.
Awesome.
So, but the guy is still freaked out.
I feel a little comfortable, so I ask him why he's freaked out.
And his face is just one sheet of whiteness. Like, he looks deathly scared. And he looks behind you, and he points. And now we'll go over to Victor and Chris.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
All right, Chris, you're up. You guys are in the Boise State Stadium, blue turf. Around you, I mean, you just see the stadium. I mean, that's all you can see. There are dead body bags, like the military was posted up here at one time. All around, there are military vehicles that are blown up. There's a crashed helicopter, and then there's just a bunch of dead bodies around.
Are these dead bodies like military, civilians? The ones that
They're
are
military and
sword.
civilians. They're both. Sorry.
I guess. Can you see any weapons and stuff around the military guys that are dead? Like, do they have?
Roll me a perception. Jacob, you can roll perception too if you want. Or sorry, Victor.
Victor.
Switch camera. Oh.
Six plus my perception. Let me find out.
That's 17.
Okay. What's yours, Victor?
9.
Okay, so between both of you, you don't see any weapons that are, I guess, intact. But you do see magazines on some M4s, and then you do notice a couple pistols on their sidearm, like in their holster on their side.
How many are there?
There are. Let me grab my dice. You see a total of 2 sidearms on between 15 different bodies.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the closest one with the sidearm and unholster his pistol.
Okay. Let's pause here for a second.
I suppose I will go get the other one.
Okay, let's hold